And let's see what happens, if I can even get a match. Last time it was a big old failure. I got no games, the server was broken, people weren't playing, it was just horrendous. I spent like 45 minutes trying to launch a game and I gave up. Let's see if today works. It looks like we're getting some players. It's a Sunday afternoon. I'm hoping that people aren't going anywhere. Maybe some of the faithful are online and we can actually play some Battleborn, which I haven't played in about, let's say 2 months. Because the last time I tried was a couple weeks ago and it didn't work, so. See if we can get this to happen. I'd love it to work this time. We'll start with, we'll play with Shane and Aurochs, and then maybe I'll go to Galilea, or I might even try like Dragon or Galt or something. Get my ass handed to me. Phoebe. I'm gonna give this 20 minutes. I'm looking at my clock. If I don't get a match in 20 minutes, I tried. It's a Sunday, so if I can't get one today, then the deadness of this game is too much for me to handle, and I can't waste my time. This game is officially on its last legs until January, I believe, or February of next year, so we have 1 year left to play it, which is longer than I had thought. So I give them a round of applause. They kept this game alive for almost 5 years. That's pretty good, considering how it flopped. A lot of companies actually in a similar predicament. Lawbreakers, for example, they shut that thing down within the first 6 months, I think, or it was something like that. You know, none of these competitive games can touch Fortnite. Overwatch got in there right before Fortnite became big. Overwatch 2 may actually suffer sales-wise compared to what they're expecting, because Blizzard and the Hong Kong, I'm not even going to get into the political stuff, but I don't think like Overwatch 2 is going to be the sensation that Overwatch 1 was. Yes, it will probably sell fine. All Blizzard games have a die-hard fan base. Almost like Star Trek or Star Wars. It's like this really hardcore following that just are legion to Blizzard no matter what they do, even though I think they sold their souls to corporate America a long time ago, and they're so corrupt and narrow-minded. I don't trust any Blizzard product with anything. I don't care. At least with Gearbox, even though you might have a meathead at the top of the ladder, he still allows his creative team to do what they want to do. That's what I'm talking about. And he does not shove, in his Borderlands series, microtransactions down your throat. The first DLC, the raid on the Malawan takedown, that was free. You had the Haunt event, that was free. The first DLC coming out is Handsome Jack and his space casino, and we get all of the loader bots and Hyperion Constructor, I think that was their name. Those giant bots, they're all coming back. I can't believe that they're bringing back all the Hyperion enemies from Borderlands 2. It's going to be a lot of fun to go back there. You will see me playing that with I mostly play Moze and some Amara. I haven't leveled up Flacker Zane yet. It's very time consuming to go through that campaign. It's very draining to also not be able to skip all the cutscenes. And it's just a pain in the ass. I'll be quite frank, it's a pain in the ass. I have a couple of really well-rolled pieces of gear for both characters, but just to go through the cutscenes, man. I picked Amara as my secondary because at the time, Amara was, God tier, which still is probably the strongest character. Hey, welcome to the stream. I'm giving matchmaking a chance, and I really do mean a chance. The last time I tried streaming this game, I did not get a match. So I'm trying. I'm not giving up on this game because it has a year left in its lifespan. But I have to be quite frank. I think the last 2 times I've tried to play it, I got nowhere. So let's see what happens. Drinking some vodka. Sunday afternoon. I just did some work for a bit, and that was annoying. And now I'm ready to relax a little bit, and I hope to play this friggin' game if it works. I got all the possible mileage that I could have from this game. I played it religiously. It was like, once I stopped playing Overwatch, I went to this. It was over. I played this like 2.5 years straight. I touched nothing else. And that's the bottom line. Oh, look, Wrath Battleborn's on here. Sammy's on here. I know these names. Yay. Let's get another team. I want to play. I want to play, please. I'm going to be rusty. I'm not going to be 100%. I play Smash and Borderlands now, but I did achieve pretty much my goals in this game. I played all the characters I wanted to the best of their ability. I figured out how to play this game pretty effectively, and I learned it. And what was kind of cool about this game as well is the first time I ever was like what you'd call a competitive person in the population, even though the beauty was that it was a small population. So, the hardcores really were hardcore, and we all played against really good players, and that honed our skills even more, and it honed our timing and everything else. That Battleborn is all about your coordination. It's not about your Twitch shooting skills. You're not going to win with really good headshot skill. You're going to maybe get kills more often, but you're not necessarily going to win the objective, and that's what Battleborn's all about. It's about securing your kills, and it's about trapping your opponents before they can run away. That's the whole point of this game. And that requires that you look at your minimap, you look at the field, what's going on, and it really makes you read your environment. And that's prioritizing your objectives constantly. And I learned how to do that. It wasn't like, when I first started, I was going like, I don't know, 5 and 8, 5 and 9. That was like my average kill death starting out. I was like, why am I dying all the time? What am I doing? Well, A, I was playing incorrectly, and I wasn't focusing on the objective enough. And when you really look at it, in Battleborn, you want to engage when you're safe. I would say that's the most important lesson of anything else I could say, besides your headshots and your accuracy. Fine. But really, engaging an opponent when you're safe, when you have a way out, is the most important thing. That comes from someone who plays a tanky melee character who gets beat up all the time. I play Shane mostly, and I played Galilea and Phoebe. I played some Galt, and I played some Atticus, and I played Caldarius for a while. But my only issue with Caldarius, again, I need caffeine to play him very well. When I was playing Caldarius, I was pressing jump every 3 seconds. I was not stationary for a second. And that's how you actually have to play the character, because when you play like that, you jump all around your opponents and they get all dizzy and they don't know what they're doing. And they get really pissed off, the fact that you're jumping around them like a jumping bean. And then they, get flustered. That's what you're trying to do with Caldarius. Of course, you're also trying to shoot the big fucking crits on the Atticuses, the Montanas, the Kelvins, trying to damage the heavier characters. But, it's Man, memory lane. I gotta say. Oh, I remember those good times. I'm not leaving this lobby for no chance. If there's only these people on right now, it's really ridiculous. I saw there were a couple of people online on my friends list, which was a promising sign. That's why I even gave this a shot. Let me actually go check that right now. I have 3 people on my... They're actually playing a match. They're probably playing the match, the only match on the server right now. Go figure. So the people on my friends list are already in a match. Okay. And maybe it's a private match. Honestly, I don't need to play a private match. A, I'm rusty, and B, I don't want to be on voice chat. I really don't. I'm sorry. I want to talk to the people. Thank you for watching, by the way. But I want to be talking to anyone who's watching this recording, too. My point is, I'm sharing this experience from my point of view, my experience as a player, as a veteran player. I don't need people yelling in my ear telling me that I suck or that I missed an opportunity. That, by the way, I'll mute immediately if I hear that shit. It's like I know how to play this game. I actually do. When I played 10-mans, I did a little bit of it. My experience, I'd say 80% of the time was poison. It was negative. I couldn't stand it. And I rarely would hear people saying, "Oh, this character's weak." They would only yell at you if you missed the opportunity. They would only communicate if you messed up. It's like, okay, thanks. Why didn't someone call out the fact that that character was weak or that minion was summoned or whatever it is? Like they would only talk when you messed up, just to yell at you. That really fucking irritates me. You know? Communicate so the other teammates can secure the kill, secure the objective. That's how you play the game cooperatively. I never, ever denigrated somebody else on voice chat. I never said, "Oh, you should have gotten that kill." I never say that. I never say that. Even if the kill was, I'd be like, "Oh, that's too bad. Like maybe we can reposition." Like that's what I would say. Because all these other know-it-alls, they just want to say things to make you feel bad, even though they're on your team. And those are the poisonous people I don't like playing with. So I avoid them at all costs. Please give me a freaking match. Funny, I'm like the only person who uses this title, and I think that over the time, like, they know it's my title, even though I don't. It has nothing to do with multiplayer. I think it's a thrall. You get to kill like 5,000 thralls or something. Oh, big fucking deal. But it's a cool Star Wars reference, which is also why I kind of like it. But yeah. That's another fun thing for those of you watching and who might not know the veteran scene that this game had. Some people had titles that they like cherished, and it's not the hardest to get ones. It was the ones that nobody used, and it was like, oh, I'm trying to use this freaking name tag. It's mine. No one else can use it. You know, only I can use this fucking title. I remember Nemesis, who was a legendary D&D player for a while. He retired, I think. But I think he had like one of the season pass titles or something. Oh, yo, man, I'm sorry. I don't have my comments on right now, but give me a moment because since I have time, I'll go look that up. Give me one moment. I don't like minimizing my window, which is why I don't have them on the screen. But let me just check the video online. Give me a second. I'll open this up. Hang on. If we can get a match, that'd be amazing. Like, watch us get a match right now as I'm trying to do this. That would suck. Come on, Battleborn gods. Oh, Raph! What's up, my brother? I didn't realize you were watching me. Yo, thanks for... and you're also in the party. Or in the lobby. Yeah, man, I 100% agree with you. That's the whole point. This is in all games. You know, a lot of know-it-alls, a lot of people who, you know, think they know better than we do. People who play this game and know what it's all about. No one should be, in a team-based game, people should not be blaming others. We should really just be working towards the same goal to win. That's the whole point. So many people in these games get really hot-headed, and they just like to talk shit about their teammates, which is so counterproductive, man. So counterproductive. And yeah, Wrath, I'm gonna give this matchmaking as long as I can. I've just had no luck. The couple times I've tried streaming, the server just is dead. I hope we get something. There are 3 people online on my list. They're in an overgrowth match, and I'm hoping that's like a random, you know, quick play match, because it gives us a chance once it's over that we get a match ourselves. Those other players can leave. I'm hoping. Actually, yeah. Actually, I know. Since we're on the topic of, you know, teammates in these games, one of my real life friends is. I'm not sure if he still is, but he was an extremely competitive Zenyatta main in Overwatch 1. He was like in the top 50 of Zenyatta players for like a period of time. And, you know, this guy was a former, like, competitive SOCOM player. If you remember SOCOM, that was a really competitive third-person shooter back in the day. And then he went into Overwatch. He loves Overwatch. Because he's all about accuracy and aim. That's all he cares about. He hits headshots 24/7. Which was where I was going with this game. It's not all about 24/7 headshots. It's about coordinating and winning the objective, minions, you know, crowd control, healing and protecting your allies. It's definitely a more supportive game than your typical Twitch shooter is. So a lot of people don't associate well with it, but I've always appreciated the mindfulness this game requires with a larger view. I'm looking at more than just my character. I'm looking at what's around me, what my allies are doing, what my enemies are doing, etc. I know that my buddy who plays Overwatch, he gets so frustrated. I watched him play a couple times when he was hitting all of his headshots. Oh, so you're okay? So, are you telling me that I'm bad luck? No, I hope not. I hope it's not because of me. I'm telling you, man. I haven't tried that much, to be honest with you. Let's see, I tried a couple weeks ago, that was a flop. And I tried a couple weeks before that, and that was a flop. I just, you know, it's a lot of time. Let's hope not. Raph, man, I've played with you a lot. You're a really good player, man. And I actually never asked you this. Who is your top 3 characters, would you say? I mean, I'm assuming you do. I know you play Wrath to a degree, but don't you also use like Caldarius or something? You have to remind me. Who are your like favorites? Oh, come on, matchmaking. Please. Oh, I'm sorry. I totally forgot that. My apologies. And Wrath and Benedict Ostermeier. Yeah, okay. No, not at all. I totally forgot that you were of the female variety. My apologies. You know, it's hard to keep track these days. Wrath and Pendles, Benedict, also Mike and Caldera. Yes. Oh yeah, I know you play Caldera. Yeah, you've jumped around me quite a bit as Caldera. I do recall that. Oh yeah. Yeah. I like my tanks. I've always been a big character type of person. I mean, it's funny. In Smash, I play King Dedede, King K. Rool. In Street Fighter, I was a Zangief player primarily, and in this game, I play Shane like Religion. I like my Galley, and Galley's not a big character, but she plays kind of like a big character in a way. And I also would dabble in like Galt and Atticus. But from time to time, a Phoebe, a Calderius, or I played Pendles for a bit too. That was a lot of fun. So yeah, I've dabbled in my like faster offenses. It's not bad. And by the way, some people out there, they hate seeing me on here because they know that I might be recording and they quit immediately. Like they quit so fast. Oh yeah, tanks get a bad rap. Oh, they take no skill to play. Oh, they're boring characters. Well, I'm more than happy to play a boring, skillless character. You do need them though. And Galilea is anything but skillless. I mean, a good Galilea requires that you hit those shield stuns. You got to hit them. If you miss your shield throw, you're 50% efficiency. So. Oh no, somebody left our... Oh no. I'm not going anywhere. I need to give us a chance here. That's right. That's absolutely right. They're meant to... Exactly. I'm supposed to mitigate their offense so that our offense can counterattack. That's exactly right. And so, like, a tank's... Oh yeah, I'm still here too. I'm giving us a chance. A tank will rarely have the best KD. That's not our job. Our job is to allow our offense to have as effective of an opportunity as possible. That's the whole point, right? So when I look at like a Kelvin. The Kelvin goes 0-3, but has like 15 assists. That's a really good Kelvin. That's a very good Kelvin. I know that Kelvin stunned the other team and allowed their teammates to get the kills. That's the point. More people want the kills. That's all they care about, and damage. I don't, honestly, doesn't really bother me all that much. I like going positive. I will say that. I always want to be positive in some degree, statistically, but kills are not the only thing I care about by far. Although my friend in Overwatch, he would say kills are everything. Kills and accuracy. Accuracy and hit percent and all that stuff. Oh, God. By the way, Wrath, what's your favorite... I assume it's Incursion, unless you're a Meltdown or whatever fan. What's your favorite mode, and what's your favorite map? I actually never asked this. Oh, Dinkelberg, what's up, bro? I know that name. Yo, it's Dinkelberg. I think I know that. Come on, I'm like praying to the gods. Come on, give us a game, please. Please. By the Wrath, I don't know if we're on friends list, but I'm sorry, I never... Oh, yeah. We were actually not on the friends list, Wrath, if you have any interest in accepting. But, yeah. No, I agree 100% with that statement, you know. I feel like Overwatch... My thinking of Overwatch was this. It was always... It felt like when you would go to those arcades back in the day, and I'm kind of aging myself here, when you went back into those arcades and played those rail shooters where, like, you didn't move the character, you only moved the gun, like, that's what Overwatch felt like to me. I felt like the movement was so boring and bland, and all that mattered was your... You like them all, yeah. All of the movement in Overwatch was based on if your character had a friggin' movement ability. Like, you could, otherwise, there was no movement to the game. So it felt very arcadey in that respect to me. Like, you could jump. Oh, great, you can jump. Like, Lucio was one of the best characters if you were looking for something more, I guess you could say, expressive or a little bit more free-flowing, because literally the character had movement that you know, beyond the standard movement speed. I thought Lucio was the best designed character in Overwatch, just because of the fact that he could change how fast he moved. That was really cool. But then, you know, whatever. Battleborn has the movement. It has the skills and the team synergy. It has the ultimate abilities that, you know, there's some really cool ones. Like, no one in Overwatch could do like what Kelvin does. Like, they can wall off someone from running away. That's really, well, actually no, Mei can do that, but it's still not the same. It's like you can either A, wall them off, or B, you can like stun them in place. If you hit it just right. That's really cool. You had like, I mean, this character, Benedict, you can like use his ult as a a manned missile and control it yourself, like a glorified Call of Duty kill streak. Like that's what Benedict was all about. That was really cool. I'm sending all of the vibes in the machine. Give us a match. Come on, server gods, give us something. Wrath, I am giving this a chance. I'm really trying to wait for a match. It's just, oh my gosh. Somebody, anybody. 5 people. I just need 5 on planet Earth right now to log on to Battleborn and play. I'm kind of thinking about if I'm ever going to do one more montage video. That's what people know me for. I was like one of the prolific montage makers. Those are just fun. I don't have a lot of footage since my last one. I have a couple of matches here and there that might work, but I don't know. I would love to make one more before we sail off into the sunset. I mean, I have a year to do it. I hope the game is you know, populated enough. One day I'll try to make like a send-off montage, thanks for everything sort of video. I'm not freaked out. I'm sorry that I mistook you for a guy. You know, there's still a bias in this happens in a lot of professions or you know arenas where you know the gender the sex ratio is misbalanced. You know, guy gamers still think of gaming, you know, mostly guys play games, but there's absolutely, I see exactly what you're saying. I am not freaking out. I'm sorry that I assume that. So that's kind of, you know, my position there. When I said, I should probably just say Wrath Battleborn. Wrath. I'm gonna call you Wrath. Is that okay? Because Wrath is dope. And I don't actually share my name either, but yeah, yes. So, madam, I hope this server gives us something, because I'm almost done with my freaking vodka. Here, come on! I'm driving me nuts. There's also like another hobby that I was actually a musician for a long time. I played percussion, and that's another field that. Oh, you have tattoos of both characters. Are they on your arms? If it's not, if it's somewhere you don't want to mention, don't say anything. But I'm just wondering if you have like one on each side of your, like one arm. Tattoo and a pendulum. That's cool. Oh, that's awesome. That's sneaky snack. I think Pendles has a very cool concept and design. And the invisibility system is so cool. It's so unique in this game. I'm glad they created a character all about that life, you know? It's more than even just being offense. It's like he is invisible and he is opportunistic 100%. It's really cool. I like the character. Oh, get back here! By the way, Wrath, this will pass the time while we're waiting. How many, I guess you call them McDonald's magnet skins do you have in this game? The red and black ones. I'll go through how many I have. I think I have a third of the cast. I have Beatrix. I have Caldarius. I have Phoebe. And Shane, finally. I got Shane like last year. It was hyped. I have Atticus. I have Galt. I have Cleese. I have Cleese. I have Thorn. And I have Benedict. El Dragon! Oh, he's going to crossline you! I have Ernest. I have none of them. And none of them. I think that's about it, right? Yeah, that's it. Yep, that's it. I supported this game so much. I spent enough money. I retired from buying these loot boxes. I think I helped contribute to the longevity in some degree. Skins are hard to find. The other thing I'm hoping for, you know, my channel is known for Hunter x Hunter live reactions. Hunter x Hunter is or Hunter x Hunter is a manga anime series. And that's one thing that I live react to the manga, and very few people do that. But my friend and I, we do them every time the manga comes out. I have like a hardcore following. I have like 500 people who always will watch those videos, no matter what. And for me, 500 people is a lot. I don't promote this hobby in any capacity. I just post the videos and people watch them. And some people watch my stuff consistently when those come out, because I actually really try to engage the viewers in what I'm watching. I'm hopeful that comes back. and just, discussing what else I do on this channel. I mean, Battleborn was such a big part of my identity for a while. Even though it was very small, it was very significant. I think all of us, including yourself, will know that the hardcore players, this was a big part of our nerd culture, so to speak. And you even have tattoos from this game because it was so impactful. And that just goes to show what impact it had on the fans that loved it. That's really all I'm getting at here. Damn it, I'm hoping for friggin'. Oh man, I need Hunter x Hunter to come back. I need to do those reactions. I really need to get back in that. God. Well, Wrath, it's been a while here. How long does it usually take you to get a match? You say you get them fairly often. Are you waiting usually about 30 minutes for a match these days? Because again, I only come on and off very, very rarely these days. Well, oh no, we got booted. Oh my gosh. Oh, we're back. We're back. Oh, come on. Oh, it depends on the time you get on because I am not on till at least past 5 p.m. here. Oh, so you're saying it's maybe a little bit early for matchmaking? It could be that we're a little bit ahead of time. I remember that it used to be that way, but it's funny, the last time I tried to do that, all of the matches got disconnected or people bounced, and it was very annoying. So after 45 minutes of that, I just said, I can't handle this anymore. I can't do it. But yeah, so after 5 o'clock, yeah, I'm on Eastern time, so now it's 5 here, so I don't know, maybe we'll be lucky. People will play a little bit. I mean, again, I'm just taking a break from work myself, so I'm like, screw this. It is what it is. There's one thing, Wrath, that I wish they had in this game, like Overwatch. I wish they had the little, like, you can play around before the match thing. Like, it loads you into an open world and you can Oh, it's funny because for the Christmas break, guess what? I won't be able to play. I'll be traveling, so I won't have access to this game. Uh, I'll have access. You know what? I'm seeing Star Wars on Friday. I'm gonna be busy Saturday. I'm leaving that next Saturday. Maybe, well, Thursday night. Nope, Thursday night I have a commitment also. No, This is pretty much my last opportunity to play this game for the year. I'll have to come back in January. Let's hope. Look, I'm giving it a real shot here. I'm gonna give it another 20 minutes. If I don't get a match 20 minutes, I am gonna have to call it. But you know, I'm hopeful, and maybe I'll come back on later tonight. Potentially. Oh, California. I've been there a couple times. Have you been to California before, or is it your first time going? Oh, you're from... Well, I'm in Massachusetts. I love your state. I think it's a very cool place. It's almost like another world, you know. There's like everything's in California. I feel you have all the climates of the world in one state. You can take a day trip and you're still in California. It's really cool. A little Massachusetts, we're not. It's a little bit different over here. We're a lot of farmland, and then we're the coast all of a sudden. It's like your farmland, trucks, and small rural houses, and then all of a sudden you have the East Coast. Then you have the beaches and the Cape Cod and all that stuff. I traveled up the coastal road. That was unbelievable. The atmosphere, the scenery, it was so breathtaking. We have nothing like that here. We don't have elevation that goes that high here. So. Oh, okay, cool. I've also never been to Kansas, so that's really cool. Um, let's see. Out west, I've been to Denver. I've been to California. I've been to Texas. Unfortunately, I think that's about it. This summer, I'm actually going to Vancouver, and I'm probably stopping in Seattle. So that's my plans for this next summer. It's going to be a big. I haven't traveled in a long time, so it's going to be a good trip. I hope. I hear great things about Vancouver, but I'll get to stop in Seattle and see the Needle, and maybe I'll go visit the original Starbucks or something like that, and then up to Vancouver, maybe do some whale watching. I mean, I have a big trip planned this next summer. Oh my God, I can't freaking wait. And if you're willing to say where, like, what region in California are you in? Oh, that's very nice. I'm glad that's really cool. It's a long time coming, but you're able to go visit him. That's really great. That's really great. North is he northern or southern Cali? Awesome. Yeah. Yeah, I gotta get back out there. I knew a buddy who lived out there. He was outside of LA, but what a cool place. Endless. I feel like California is the place of endless opportunities, possibilities. There's everything to do there, everything to see. It's a huge population, so I mean, it's funny. I did go to San Francisco, and being from Massachusetts, I felt like San Francisco was the mirror city of Boston in a lot of ways, in terms of size, in terms of the fact that it was on a like an ocean area. That's exactly what Boston's like on the East Coast. The difference, of course, being the weather was a lot better over in San Francisco. The problem with Boston is your best times of year are like early fall and like mid-spring, because the summertime it gets humid as hell over here. It's like really humid, that ocean air hits you, and then by the time you, well, actually this winter's been fairly warm, which is kind of the trend around the world, but traditionally we are a cold place, so we're cold more than we're hot, and we're rainy and gray more than we're sunny. But it's pretty good. Like, we don't, the plus side over here is the worst we have to worry about normally is a bad blizzard here and there, but it's every couple of years maybe. Other than that, we have no real like environmental issues. It's pretty temperate over here in little Boston. I know. Every time I hear about, I feel so terrible because that's just horrible. But it sounds like you live there and it's something you deal with all the time, or a regular occasion that you just. I mean, it makes you say you're almost kind of used to it because you're there all the time. Yeah. Oh, I know. The west, the Midwest, Western area that gets cold. It's just it's like Arctic chill, right? Our cold is Um, I mean, I've lived through like -10. I felt my nose falling off. I've been through that type of cold. It's awful. It's so bad. I'm not that. I'm besides everyone. Oh my God, the Wizard of Oz. But like, what is Kansas City? Obviously, Kansas City Royals. Uh, what is something about Kansas that makes it unique? I guess is what I'm trying to get at. What identity does Kansas have in your experience? What is it known for that you've seen? I'm just not very knowledgeable, so if you have any insight, that would be really cool to learn while we're on this stream. It's always cool to learn about things you don't know. Oh, that's awesome. Cool. Good for you. I'm glad the tornadoes don't go your way. They're known for their tornadoes. Okay. Oh man. Wow. That's the problem. Like here in Boston, in New England, like we're so friggin'. Oh my God, New England. We're baseball central, Patriots. We're sports. I could care less about sports, but that's all. Like we're sports in school. We're sports school and biotech. I love the fact that our community is big on sports. We take it seriously. Oh, okay. Yeah. Like the other thing to consider is like you're in more of what we call a rural part of the country. There's Kansas City, and it's just like just because a place is not as popular doesn't mean it doesn't have an identity or it has value to the overall nation. It's just maybe it's a little bit harder to find that because you're not being bombarded with the daily occurrences. Like here, every friggin' day, news from the Patriots headquarters, Tom Brady, and I mean, it's really cool. We have winning sports teams because that's what we really care about, and we have a lot of passionate sports fans here. I'm not a big sports guy myself, so I'm not in that bubble, but like everybody here is into sports. So I'm like an outcast in a way. Like I don't really care about sports all that much, but everybody here breathes sports. Everyone here wants to have a great degree in education, and that's something we're really known for here in Massachusetts. But again, it's like that's great. I love the fact that we have really stellar known schools. I'm very lucky to have those here. But what does it say about the people, the culture? The culture is we have a lot of driven, forward-thinking individuals here in Massachusetts. That's kind of how I think about it. And people who are very sure of their own opinions. That's another thing. I was like, people know what they like and what they don't like here, definitely. And yeah, but you don't know. Like, how much does that say about Boston as a whole? I could say that about Boston, but then I go out to, like, out west we have a place called Worcester. That's like the secondary city of Massachusetts. Or we have, like Salem, where people talk about the witches. You know, is that really what people in Salem care about? Is that all they care about? I doubt it, but that's what they're known for. It's like, okay, great, big deal. You know, I find it interesting. I feel like people who play games in like this sort of medium are not the biggest sports fans all the time, and usually those people play sports games, sports video games. It's not a direct correlation, but I have found that true. Like I don't play any sports games. I I play the games I like. I'm a big Gearbox fan. I like Battleborn. I like Borderlands a lot. I played the Gran Turismo series. I played Pokemon growing up for a while. I kind of stopped playing that a while ago. Yeah, no, not at all. It's not surprising though either, because for me, sports, I get why people like it, especially football. If we're going to use an example, you're seeing, you know, these 260-pound people bashing each other at full speed, and you're also seeing, you know, some of the plays they're making. I get it, but I don't really care all that much. Gearbox, here's what I'm going to say about Gearbox, since you're opening the topic of discussion here. Gearbox is amazing as a whole. I've always liked the fact that they are who they want to be. There are a couple of things to consider, though. One, there have been some questionable decisions from certain people at the company. I'm not going to go into detail. You probably know who I'm referring to. And certain communication that kind of irks me. Like, why would they say these things? But that's a very select group. I think the developers, the artists, and the creative folk are all really passionate and really cool. I mean, let's take a look at some of these characters here. And you have some really amazing, unique designs. I think one of the most unique designs, let's just take a look here. Like, well, if it could load, that'd be cool. What happened? Hold on. Alright, let's take a look here. I mean, Umbra is obviously an Aztec, Egyptian, like Ra, the god of the sun. I mean, that's what Umbra is. She's Egyptian. But at the same time, you have like kind of the Anubis, and you have the Ra design to her. She's Egyptian. But even then, they decided to make her albino. Now, why did they make her albino? Because, like, her character is... It looks a little bit robotic, right? That design has always interested me. Like, she's kind of robotic, but she's also ancient. That contrast is really cool. She's like robotic, but she's in ancient garb. That's really cool. Then you have, you know, Beatrix is kind of your standard crazy scientist design. On one hand, we have this giant syringe that kind of has a mind of its own. But what I like about Beatrix is that left arm. What is that on her left arm? Well, A, she mutilated her own limbs, which is nuts. But B, she has like a wing. I've always found this to be like almost maybe angelic in a way, or maybe it's like a false pretext to her like being medical, but in the malicious way. You know what I'm saying? Like, it looks like a wing, but it's not a wing. It's like bones. Like, she's just pure evil. That's what Beatrix is. She's trying to be good, but she's really pure evil. That's what I get from Beatrix. Because everyone on this roster is affiliated with the freedom fighters of the Battleborn universe. That's what I'm trying to get at. Their real character is in the design. Beatrix is absolutely evil, 100% evil, but she is fighting for solace in her own way, as screwed up as she is. That's really cool. Let's see another character that's kind of neat. I love Phoebe's design. She's one of my favorite designs in the game. It's airy, it's free, it's high tech, it's sophisticated. Again, we're clashing ideas. Like she's classical and futuristic at the same time. I love this design. I think Phoebe is like one of, if not my favorite designs in the game. The idea of the character, right? That's really cool. Oh, yeah, Beatrix. Yeah. No, but and she came out at the last possible second. But even so, I get the idea, like the mad scientist. She's a medic, but she's an anti-medic. She's an anti-medic. Instead of healing her teammates, she nerfs the other team as the healer. That's kind of her design. That's what I was getting at with the visual aspect of the character. It's kind of cool. Another character's design who I love, Shannon Oryx is very unique. I will say that. Alani is very traditional, Buddhist, Taoist. She's very Eastern in her design. But instead of just like making her a person, they made her a shark. They put the gills on the side. That little touch there, her webbed hands and the gills on her ribcage, that made the character even more special. I like that touch. Not everyone would think of doing that, but Gearbox did. The designers thought of that. Oh yeah, put the gills on the side. That's really cool. You have Benedict, the Hawketeer, and even though I find this character kind of annoying when I get locked on by a missile and it kills me, a freaking Hawkeye, I still like the design a lot. This is a character who flies. He's a flying rocket. Everything about him is airborne. I just like that idea, and it just kind of works. You have these oversized wings with some tech on them. Like he has a wing, but then he also enhanced his wings, so he's kind of like a fighter plane in a way. Like that's really cool. You notice that about the character. So he's an augmented Hawk. Oh my God, we have a match. Let's go. All right, we're on. We're on, Raph. Let's do it. Let's go. We have a match. All right, folks, it's happening. We have a match. Can't believe it. What are we playing here? We're playing... Oh, we've got some Pilgrim. Oh, God, Pilgrim. We got some real players. Oh, we got some real players over here. Well, well, well. No? All right, so we're gonna start with Shane because that's my fave. And let's see, competitive. Yeah. Oh, Wrath, you're going with Mike. Good call. Good fucking call. That's right. I need that. Oh, we have. I mean, we're good on offense. Now we need another crowd control character. Come on, please, Tan. It's not really a crowd control, but we're high DPS. We need a healer. That's not a healer, but I mean, if we're gonna go hardcore, I mean, shit, I could go Umbra. We need a healer. Oh my fucking god, we need a healer. I want to play Shane, but we need a fucking healer. Alright, I'm going Umbra. It's over. We're preparing for battle. It's over. We picked Galt. So we have Reyna, I guess we'll live with that. Alright. I mean, fuck, they have Pilgrim's playing Boulder. Oh, fuck Boulder. Oh, man. We need to shoot that Boulder up the ass. Like, everybody shoot that fucking Boulder. Because once that Boulder's gone, we can beat their team.
Incursion. Fight your way through waves of minions and defeat the enemy's sentries. Escort minions to enemy sentries to strip away their shields and leave them vulnerable to attack.
Sing your song!
Destroy the enemy's final sentry to achieve victory.
Yeah. We gotta kill Pilgrim. I'm sorry. Like, we gotta wreck Pilgrim shit.
3, 2,
That's all I have
1.
to say.
Go.
That fucking pinball wizard.
Help me take him out and
Minion
you can have
fabrication
all the
initialized.
shards you
Get
can
ready.
eat.
A wave of minions is moving out.
And sorry, I'm Rusty Wrath, so if I fuck up, I'm sorry. I'll try not to be an absolute dunce. Fuck that Pilgrim up. We got Wrath, we got fucking...
Enemy forces are crushing.
Watch out, go!
Escort them to their objective.
Oh no, our Wrath is a newcomer. Uh-oh.
That's that. Overshield, rest.
Pilgrim! Oh, our fucking Galt isn't really playing. I'm just glad we're having a match at the very friggin' least. Oh, what are you doing, Galt? Be careful.
All mercenaries spotted on the
We
battle.
got a minion wave coming.
We've engaged a small mercenary camp. Enemies are attacking a mercenary camp.
This is really gonna hurt.
Thrall mercenaries
Oh,
deployed.
he has a Miko on him. Yeah, we gotta get rid of Miko too. We got a Thrall, okay. Alright, let's try to coordinate with the
Thrall mercenaries
minions here. We'll wait till they go into lane. Atticus is at about 60% health. Oh! I picked the wrong fucking skill. Oh well, I'll live. I'm sorry, I fucked up my selection too. Fuck. Alright, we reset lane. We got a Reyna over here. We can actually get Reyna.
Our enemies are attacking a mercenary camp.
Yeah, you ain't getting those shards, Boulder.
Foes have moved on a Thrall mercenary camp.
Alright, we're resetting lane. Let's pull up on lane. We have this. We're actually pushing now. Everyone get in lane. There we go.
Thrall
There we go.
mercenaries coming this way.
Alright, we have the advantage all of a sudden. Let's all get up in lane. Yep.
Allies have engaged the Thrall mercenary camp. Outcast Thralls available for hire.
Jump! Inbound!
Allies are attacking a Thrall mercenary camp. We've engaged a Thrall mercenary camp. Thrall mercenary
Mike is
camp.
vulnerable.
Contract signed. Thrall mercenaries moving out. A sentry is under attack. Hired muscle at this location.
Our golf is not good, unfortunately. That's the one problem. That's our weakness right now.
Enemies are attacking a mercenary camp.
We got Atticus on the right. He's weak. Yeah, we go. Yeah, Raph. We got Miko.
Hostile Thrall mercenaries on the move. Help our minions destroy an enemy sentry.
Oh.
Hey, there's one!
Mike on the right.
I want that one!
Outcast Thralls detected.
Got rain. Oh.
Vaporizing hostiles!
Setting out a fat bot right now. I'm gonna push up my lane here.
Our enemies are attacking a mercenary camp. We've engaged a Thrall mercenary camp.
Oh, fuck you, Boulder. Fuck you, Boulder. Let's do your shard. I will steal your shot.
Hostile Thrall mercenaries closing in. Allies have engaged
Alright, our lane is
Thrall
in.
mercenary camp.
Atticus! Hey, good shit, good shit.
Friendly mercenaries moving out.
Oh, they're using legendaries. They're using fucking legendaries. Go figure. And our golf has died 6 times, and we're still pushing them back. We gotta keep this up. We can beat them. But they're using fucking legendaries. What losers, man. Legendary cheese. Alright, alright. Galt keeps feeding them kills. Of course he does. Damn! Why does our Galt have to suck? Day 1 Galt, man.
Thrall mercenaries spotted on the battlefield.
Crap! It's the boss lady!
Savor these final moments.
Enemies have engaged with Thrall mercenaries.
Fucking shit.
Where'd you go?
Target locked.
Nice!
Thrall mercenaries contracted by the enemy.
I'm getting a thrall.
Allies are attacking a Thrall
Need
mercenary.
a little bit more loading clear here.
Allies have engaged a Thrall mercenary camp.
Oh my god, why do we have a feeder Galt? It's like, this match would have been so much better if we didn't have a feeder Galt.
Contract signed. Thrall mercenaries moving out.
Eyes on a target.
Kill that bone crusher!
Hostile Thrall mercenaries inbound.
Alright, getting the bot.
Make it rain.
Outcast Thralls available for hire.
Get Atticus! Atticus down.
Hold it for me.
I will consume you. In this.
We got their enemies, thralls coming in.
Nobody's dying today! An arrow for every head!
Getting another bot.
Enemies have engaged a mercenary camp.
City itself, reinforced!
Hostile Thrall mercenaries on the move.
All units, be advised. Airstrikes are badass.
Take cover, everyone! Zone deployed!
Nico!
These final moments.
Oh, fuck you, Reyna! Oh my god!
For dinner.
Focus my ball.
An allied sentry is
Nobody's
besieged.
dying
Shit.
today.
Oh, the stump tingle.
Hired muscle at this location. An allied sentry is besieged.
Need some backup?
Be advised, you're all about to die.
We're down to our last sentry. Defend it.
What? Yeah.
Outcast thralls available for hire.
Miko! Look at this tri-legendary cheese on the other team. Cheese. Absolute cheese, man. No honor. Absolutely no honor from the other team.
City yourself, reinforce. Another time.
Triple legendary Oscar Mike. You have got to be kidding me. Absolute cheese sauce.
Enemies are attacking a mercenary camp.
Jump incoming!
We got Thrall. We gotta get Atticus here.
Mercenaries are available.
One hit.
Thrall mercenaries closing in.
Fire on my mark.
At least we got to play though.
Our enemies are attacking a mercenary camp.
We had a noob Galt, so we lost by default. You have a noob Galt, you can't win. That's all. We're down a player. So it is what it is.
Let's go. It's over.
Hostile Thrall mercenaries inbound. Sentry under fire.
Fucking man. Galt. That pisses me off. We got Reyna on the right at the stairs.
I shall see you all in hell!
Today, the
Enemy forces have engaged our sentry.
Be advised, this is going to be cool as hell.
Nobody's dying today!
need a snack.
Got lane. We got pressure on lane.
Staring!
A friendly sentry is under attack. Thrall mercenaries contracted by the enemy.
Be advised, you're all about to die.
Outcast thralls available for hire.
Boom! Weaken.
They're getting a Thrall.
Enemies have engaged a mercenary camp.
Need a hand?
Hostile Thrall mercenaries on the move.
Hey, you Billy?
You are my feast. afraid he does.
A sentry is under fire. An allied sentry has been destroyed.
We tried with the 1 and 14 Galt. We can't do anything with that on our team.
On the battlefield.
You know, it's just feeding them XP. And they're using triple legendaries on a mic. Jeez. We would have fucked them up in a tournament. They wouldn't have even had a chance. That's just how the world works, though. That mic had like 50% bonus damage in that match. Fuck off, man. But at least we're getting matches, I have to say that, you know. It's better than a couple weeks ago when I couldn't have any gameplay, so. Hopefully that was the Galt leaving. I'm gonna take a quick break, I'll be right back. Okay. Let's see. I'm trying my friend Galley here this match. Alright, so it looks like Wrath has left, but, well, let's see what happens. We're at least playing Battleborn, that's the good news. The bad news is that Bravo is playing Phoebe, it's a feeder Phoebe. We'll see what happens. I just want to play Battleborn, honestly. I don't care if we lose. I just want to play.
Incursion. Fight your way through waves of minions and defeat the enemy's sentries. Escort minions to enemy sentries to strip away their shields and leave them vulnerable to attack. Destroy the enemy's final sentry to achieve victory.
I release you!
Pick all the
That's
assets.
right.
3, 2, 1,
I will...
go. Minion fabrication initialized. Get ready. Our minions are moving toward the objective.
Yo, Sammy knows. I know who Sammy is. And Sammy knows who I am. We're gonna play well. Wrath, thanks for playing. It was a lot of fun. And hopefully we play sometime soon. It was a good time.
It will run! Sophia!
Ah, fuck.
Has eaten away at your tech.
I forgot that we have a new player on our team. I
One of
can't
our
be aggressive
sentries
like
is
that
under
with
attack.
no support. Right, Galilea. I gotta play defensively. I can't be like an aggressor with her. I don't remember that.
Please, don't make me do that again!
Outcast thralls available for hire.
It looks like you have a request. You can sell a signature that.
Allies are attacking a thrall mercenary camp. Sentry under fire.
Embrace the void!
Enemies have engaged with thrall mercenaries. Thrall mercenaries contracted by the enemy.
Gives accelerator. Oh!
Mercenary
There goes our feeder.
Enemies!
Thrall mercenary camp engaged. Enemy forces are attacking a sentry. Thrall mercenaries deployed. Sentry under fire.
Engage hostile. Right here.
Whenever you're ready, coward!
Pilgrim's weak. You reset neutral. That was the point of that.
Escort minions to enemy sentries to pierce their shields.
Enemy approaching! Brave.
Challenges us.
Outcast thralls detected. Our enemies are attacking a mercenary camp. Unattended minions make easy targets. Watch over them. Hostile thrall mercenaries closing in.
That was good. I got rid of the Radicus, which is their wave clearing ability, pretty much. So that was good. We're gonna lose because of our stupid feeder, Tan Bravo, but even so, it doesn't matter.
I'm on my way!
It don't matter. It don't matter. Wrath, I hope I can win this for you. Thank you for playing.
Allies are attacking a thrall mercenary camp. Allies have engaged the thrall mercenary camp. Outcast thralls available for hire. Contract signed. Thrall mercenaries moving out. Hostile thrall mercenaries on the move.
Something is wrong.
Oh my god, I got caught by everything.
A sentry is under fire.
Well, it's definitely over. And the fact is that our offense is dead. Yeah, Wrath quit because it was a fucking feeder. I mean, you can't win with a feeder like this. But I want to play Battleborn,
A
so
sentry is under fire.
we're gonna still keep playing. We're gonna still play. I have won enough times in this game to be satisfied. I just want to get some good moments, good kills, whatever. Doesn't matter.
An allied sentry has been destroyed. A sentry is under attack. Outcast thralls detected.
The end! Finish!
Heat his wrath!
We got a double kill coming up! We don't have the fucking ability to follow up.
A sentry is under fire.
You're dead.
Our foes have moved on a Thrall mercenary camp. One of our sentries is under attack. Thrall mercenaries contracted by the enemy.
Spirit of the road!
What were you thinking?
You will behold a piece of us!
There they are!
You're on your way to an equally infinite abyss. Have a great trip.
Any last words? A pity
Hostile Thrall mercenaries inbound.
Oh! Get wrecked, son! Get fucking wrecked. There we go. There we fucking go.
You fellow.
Be advised, you're all about to die.
Power play. Only 2 hostiles remain.
Well, I've kept the team in the fight. That's my only goal here. So, it's the only thing I'm trying to do.
More of them!
Enemies have engaged with Thrall mercenaries.
Can you take care of...
Enemy forces have engaged our sentry. Hostile Thrall mercenaries on the move.
Siege mode activated. Run while you still have legs to carry you.
Enemy spotted. A sentry is under fire.
Well, why is everyone staring at us? Did we do something strange?
Fire on my mark!
Be careful.
Mercenaries are available.
Defend me, ancient!
A sentry is under attack. Enemy forces are attacking the
One
sentry.
piece of gear, I'm doing all of this. I'm trying.
Attacking a mercenary camp.
With a man down, I'm really trying. 5 kills, no one on our team has kills. They have assists though, so that's what's good, you know what I'm saying?
Hostile Thrall mercenaries coming this way.
Problem is we can't hold the line for our lives,
Iron
so
muscle at this location.
I'm gonna try and get another piece of gear. I thought I got another piece of gear, but I didn't.
The ritual is complete.
Gotta get gear.
mercenary camp.
Into darkness.
You're trying to give us time.
Hostile Thrall mercenaries closing in. Mercenaries are available.
They will regret this. I will make them
Thrall
regret
mercenaries
this.
contracted by the enemy.
Target locked. Blow stuff up.
Stand by for mind-shattering pain that you'll scarcely be able to express in words.
Sooner than it will. I will return.
Enemy forces have engaged our sentry.
A demonstration then. You have been chosen. I can't hold this back much longer.
A sentry is under attack.
At this time, I will be appalled.
Our foes have moved on a Thrall mercenary camp. Hostile Thrall mercenaries inbound. Hired muscle at this location.
Turn away from me.
Nowhere to hide!
Enemy forces are attacking a sentry.
The deep ones rise.
Come in!
My gear ruined.
Enemy forces have engaged our sentry.
Got you!
Hostiles at our sentry.
Are you frightened yet, people?
Yo, I went even. Look at my score compared to everybody else. I went even as the tank. Okay? And I did more damage, man. I did almost equal damage to our feet. Fucking shit, man. It is what it is. Look, I'm playing because I can get a match. I'm trying to give you guys content for Battleborn. That's my only goal right now. I'm not trying to show off. I'm not trying to, crush noobs. I'm trying to play Battleborn. But as you saw there, I had to play like a fucking... I had to rescue the team there. I have to call it, though. I can't play against Tal Bravo. I actually blocked that guy. Hopefully he doesn't reappear on matchmaking. No offense, but I'm just trying to like have a good match for you guys. That's all. Oh, that was rough. That was rough. I held the team on as long as I could. Alright. I'm going to try matchmaking one more time. I can't believe I have a match, though. I mean, I was getting you guys some content. That's really refreshing. I had to leave that group. Again, I want to play, but not at the expense of like even having a match. Like that guy, that 1 in 20 friggin' scrub. I can't play with people like that. And I know that scrub's not watching my content because they're brand new. They're like a noob. They hadn't even unlocked any skins yet. So like, yo, thanks for playing, but like, go into practice mode. I don't know what to say. If you're playing at this rate, I don't know what to tell you. If new people are trying Battleborn, that's great for them. But that's about it. I mean, there's nothing else I can say about the longevity of this game. It has a year left. Again, my thinking, my theory is we put this game into Borderlands 3 into some capacity. So whether that's you open up a brand new multiplayer mode, or if you canonically connect the two verses together, for me that's kind of where it ends up, right? I'm going to give this another 15 minutes. I'm looking at my clock. You know, this time it's for real. I can only play so much Battleborn before I go crazy. It's the wait times that drive me nuts. I can't believe I went neutral in that match. I mean, that was terrible. Our team was terrible in that match. As you saw, you watched it. But, like, I was the only one who got kills in that whole match. I was the only one who secured the fucking openings, but our team didn't capitalize at all. Of course, that really is to do with our feeder. You know? Come on. Is that guy on here? No, I think we got rid of him. Right? Yeah, no, we did. We have a party. I know Sammy. But I don't know these other two, but I think it can't be worse than what we had. We had a feeder. A feeder was a day one player who goes in and starts planning to play online. And they go 0-15. That was that guy. I mean, even I, like, the first time I was playing with Oscar Mike, I went like 4-8, 4-9. I didn't run out all the time, and that was in a couple of hours of me playing. So, like, at least going 4-8, I still was getting 4 kills. This is my first time playing, right? These people are going 0-15, man. You don't play a melee character off the bat. Holy shit. You need to watch a guide. Yo, melee characters are no joke. You don't fucking run into a melee character off the day one. Don't do it. Melee characters require so much knowledge about the field. You can't use a melee close range character unless you understand the mechanics of Battleborn. At least with a shooter, you can hold back and shoot people. But with a melee character, you can't do the same. You can only engage when the area is secure. And that's the point. You have to know how to read that. And that doesn't come with day one experience. I can tell you from experience, I sucked with Shayna Norox when I first used her. Again, I was going like 5-8, 5-9. I couldn't break even until I learned how to pace myself. And then when I realized, oh yeah, minion wave and minion spawn were important, I realized this is how I have to play the character. When my health bar is at 50%, I need to run away at all costs. And I learned that. And that's what lets me play at a higher level. But when I wasn't doing that, I was getting my ass handed to me. I can tell you from experience, that was all that it was with Battleborn. Melee characters are no joke. I made a melee character guide a couple years ago when I was really hot in this game, and it still holds true today. When it comes to melee characters, you have to know where your allies are at all times. You cannot run in alone. You will die. You have to have allies within range so that when you're retreating, they can cover your ass. You have to know that shit. You have to know who your allies are. It boils down to that. When I was going out there and dying as Galley, this match was already thrown. I knew we were losing. I was trying to give our team some time. That was all I was doing. If I was playing a serious match, I would have been focusing on minions 90% of my time. And lane, and maybe shield stunning a retreating enemy. That's my role as Galilea. But I had no opening for that because our team sucked. And there you go. That's why I couldn't. I still got the highest. As the tank, I got the highest kills on our team. I mean, that's just going to show you. We didn't have offense because we had no awareness on our team. I am giving us 10 minutes tops. I'm looking at my clock right now, and we got three matches, I think. 2 to 3 matches, and yeah, that's all you can hope for in a Battleborn stream today. I'm sorry, I kind of retired from this game a while ago, but I still want to give fans who watch my Battleborn stuff a chance to you know, experience it live. I miss these days. I miss being able to stream and play. The problem is with Borderlands 3, it's not the same. I'm not competing. I'm just playing a single player game, and it's not. People don't watch streams for single player games, man. They watch streams so you can beat your opponents. It's competitive. Streams don't work the same with Borderlands 3. That's why I rarely stream Borderlands 3. I do guides to an extent, like you've seen a couple. I have an Iron Bear build that's pretty good. It's not the best thing in the game, but it's pretty fun if you want to use Iron Bear. But like, it's different when you're playing a competitive game versus a single player game like Borderlands. Here I can tell you about gameplay, ideas, strategy, the team, how it worked, where we went right, where we went wrong. In Borderlands, I'm just telling you how I built the character from, you know, my thinking of the game and the loot that I currently have. And then when you look at a loot game, a lot of people on PC, they hack the gear, they just get a save file and they download it. I mean, the loot games are designed that you have to hunt for the biggest builds in the game. That's always how loot games have been. But, you know, we can't experience the same unless you're using hacked freaking files. So for me on a PS4, my streams are only relevant for those of us who follow the rules. For those who cheat, no one's going to watch my stream if they have a PC. They're going to hack the save file. I'm not tech savvy enough to understand about hack saves or data mining or whatever. And B, I'm not even going to, you know, think about downloading data like that. I'm not even going to touch that with a 5-foot pole. What the fuck is on that file? I don't know. It comes from someone. I have no idea if they're legit or not, if they're trying to hack my system. Like, you know, that I don't care about downloading content like that. So console gaming has a special place because it's somewhat of a safe space. I'm not dealing with hackers. I'm not dealing with bullshit. And I'm not a PC guy, so there you go. I got 8 minutes left on my clock. This is the last time I'm streaming, by the way, so it's like now or never. For the year. That's why I'm waiting so long. Oh man. I'm not sure if we're getting any luck, guys. We have 4 players. I'm gonna give it 4 more minutes. I mean, at the next 10-minute mark, I'm gonna have to call it. I can't just sit here for the rest of the night. My free time is limited. You have to understand. That's why I rarely play this game. It takes so long to get a match now. All the people, like a lot of people from the day when this game still had a community, they've stopped playing. That's the problem. So I stopped playing too. The wait time started getting really bad, so I stopped playing. That was the sign of the end. So for me, it's like, okay, it's the end. We have a lobby. We have Nebo, I know that name. Sammy, I know. Samurai, I think I know that name. And Girthy, I don't know. Girthy, Fast Learner. Okay, we'll see what happens. Let's hope we get a lobby in the next 6 minutes. I'd love to have one more match with you guys. That'd be great. Let's see here. Come on, matchmaking. You want to give the people one more match? Show me. Give us one more game. Come on, matchmaking. I can only wait so long. Come on. I'm giving you 4 more minutes. Come on. I don't want you people to sit forever. And I'm not going to sit forever. Damn it, stream gods. Damn it, there has to be 5 more people in a lot. Oh, it's over. Guys, I'm sorry, I can't wait any longer. That's gonna call it. So, until next time, I will stream Battleborn here and there, on and off, but it's very seldom. Alright guys, see you later.